But yeah, we are gonna. I mean, this map is an interesting one. We've seen it a lot over the last 2 weeks. Obviously, Cluj, it was the most played map. Some people detested that, but either way, both these teams are actually fairly competent on it. I actually think this is mousesports' best chance, even in the form that they've been showing today.
Well, after those first two maps, you'd hope so. If they lose this one, the grand final is over, and what a disappointing final it would have been if they don't take this one. So we will be going to the pistol round now. Mousesports will be starting on the CT side, so there's some glimmer of hope here as they are going aggressive towards middle as well. The problem is there are 4 angry Polish men waiting for them there, and they're going to get the first 3 frags as well. Mousesports dropping like flies here. Next, flies.
Cold fries.
Cold fries, yeah. Next coming in, takes down Pasha as well. NiKo is going to be joining him on that A-bomb site. And we've got a real chance here. They're actually coming to life here, bringing it down to the 2-on-2 situation.
That was impressive stuff that it went one way and then the other so quickly. Bombs down. So interestingly, despite those early kills, this actually favors Mousesports. Next is going to get aggressive on this. He knows there's one over towards the stables, but he's put himself in a position where he can get crossfired. And while he was battling, his teammate went down as well. So Virtus Pro, they do secure the round in the end.
There we go then. So Mousesports showing that initial aggression towards middle. The idea behind that is most teams do favour to go towards the B bomb side of pistol map. So you go towards middle, you try and spot information. If you don't see anyone towards that top mid area, you can instantly push behind and go for the backstab and pincer that B bomb site. Obviously though, VP are one of the teams that like to favour that A side. So they had 4 people waiting for them, took those first 2 frags down, got the third as well. But Nex and NiKo did fight back, brought it down to the 2-on-2. There was something there, but unable to convert it to a victory. This time, they will be having the Desert Eagles. Haven't fully invested into the Force by this round. Have got body armor on 2 players, but VP coming into the B bomb side. There's the headshot from NiKo. That's going to open things up nicely.
NiKo still holding that angle as well. They haven't been able to take him down after all. byali finally gets Nex. NiKo's equally low on HP, but there's no other nade. He spots the player going in for the defuse. This is clever. He's going to stab it. Bomb's dropped already. Snacks. He gets back into it immediately, but what a good play to make. I mean, the Deagle in that situation, not nearly as reliable. Gobby's going to get back into byali. And the low HP on both Christian and Taz. That's an easy shot to pick up for Snacks as a result of it. AK-47 still going to be in play. Gobby limited to just the rocket. Again, no, that bomb, it's still down on the statue. He could play this out, and he does! Gobby hitting the shot on Snacks and follows it up on Taz. What a response from Mousesports.
Absolutely. That's the second time we've seen a knife come in those difficult bomb-down situations. They get another knife kill. Gobby winning the 2-on-1 and 2. Very wounded Virtus Pro players there. So they bounce back coming into the second round. They get everyone on the board there. Crochet with the auto shotgun, the rest of the players on rifles here. But Virtus Pro forcing into this round as well. So they're going to have the upgraded pistols. Neo with the scout as well. So Mousesports not out of the woods just yet as we enter round number 3. This time it seems like Virtus Pro focusing their effort towards the A site as Neo will have that scout towards the top of middle. Nothing really aggressive coming in from the CTs just at the moment, but Chris J does face out towards long A, faces Neo. He gets spotted, but no damage exchange at the moment.
Setting up for that drop flash. This could be well timed because Gobby, he walks back in right when they want to throw it. It pops through. He's blinded up and surely to go down. Well played from Virtus Pro and poor timing, unfortunately, for Gobby. This allows them to split onto the A site. Snacks will take back Dennis. And they've got the right of passage, but look at this interesting setup right now and the fact that Chris J's gone all the way out to long. They're aware of this Virtus Pro. byali takes down Nex, and Chris J may have been able to come in and backstab them, but they're just hyper aware. Virtus Pro know he's there. Neo may go down, having taken that initial damage. Chris J does follow that up, but now Pasha, he's on his heels. And the only friend in the world that Chris J had, NiKo, he's gone inside connector. Virtus Pro, they're going to answer right back. It's going to be 2-1 after this round.
Chris J fighting, he gets 2 frags, but not going to be enough to hold on to this lead as Mousesports drop the third round there. Goes 2-1 in favour of VP. That force by working out for them. Quite a simple play. Using that smoke that Gobby actually dropped down there. And they flash through it, isolate him, and then the round just fall apart there. Rotating players caught with their trousers down towards the connector. And VP just staying together, getting the bomb down. Pretty simple affair for them once they got onto the bomb side. So we're going to round number 4 now. Mousesports are going to get the upgraded pistols once more. Desert Eagles worked out so well for them in the second round. Can they recreate that magic once more? They will be stacking 3 players towards B right now. VP will be heading in that direction as well. They've just got 1 player towards the top of the middle. That's going to be Neo, just looking for flanking players coming in. One looking as well to the platform as well. That's going to be spotted. NiKo with the opportunity to find that Desert Eagle headshot once more.
NiKo almost spotted it the second time when byali walked back out of the corner, but couldn't find the angle. Was already trying to peek elsewhere at the exact moment he moved. Gobby again going to walk back into this drop position. This time ready for the flashbang, but doesn't have the rifle. Snacks is just able to pour in on top of him, and they'll come over top very quickly. Neo, he's gone or rather, excuse me, gets NiKo gone as well, and byali into Nex. It's Chris J 1-on-5 with a USP.
Good luck, sir. He's
And
got a Zeus as well.
a Zeus, I was going to
that's-
say.
That puts the percentage much higher, I think. He's got a real chance with this gun.
Might as well just go for this, right? Why not? He may get one as well. They're going to try and push on. He looks the wrong direction. He could have had Pasha behind him, but instead it's now 3-1, and Virtus Pro extending the lead.
The money's still in dire straits for Mousesports. They've got 1,900 on God B. The rest of the guys on about 2K. Chris J, surprisingly enough, has got a decent bag of cash. He will be able to get the AWP next round, but another eco coming in as this game once again slipping away on arguably the easiest side of this map. 5-7's purchased, P250s. Into number 5 now. Looks like VP heading towards the B bomb site once more. They're probably aware of this economical situation for the Germans, but there's a teammate coming in. Good lord, it's going from bad to worse. That's not going to help as it goes down to the 5-on-3.
Poor Dennis. Either way, Nico, not much better for him. Pasha's got the shot from the AK-47. Next is going to try and do what he can with this Deagle, but what he can is nothing at all. Snacks did go down to 4 HP, so damage was there, but the kill is not, and it's on to Chris J. He's got the 5-7. He's going to wait inside danger, and it is a very dangerous situation for him to be in. He knows he's definitely heard one player go past him, so he could go on the hunt for him, but that player's not going to slow down by any means. He's going to rotate all the way back through B, and Chris, that takes away his chance of surprise and grabbing a rifle.
Yeah, so he's going to be lurking here. If he can find one kill, that'd be great. And he will be able to find his Neo. He's the Mac 10 player, though, so not really going to be that beneficial to Chris. Next round, he's going to be getting AWP anyway, so this doesn't really mean anything for him. Not managing a kill to his scoreboard. He will be surviving, though. Bialy's going to come in. Will he be able to find him in time? He will, and takes him down. There it is. So 4-1 in favor of VP. This is the one that counts. So Mousesports need to find this gun round, start getting the momentum built. If they lose this one, it's another eco for them. So you can see Chris J will be bringing out the AWP. He's got a decent spawn for long A as well, an angle he does like to face. So definitely can justify, probably will be able to beat Neo to that position if that is the prospect, and he decides to go to that area as well. VP though heading towards B once more. There's going to be a 3-man stack on the German side.
Chris J's actually rid of that corner. If he goes around and realizes no one's at the courtyard, this could give an earlier rotation point to Dennis, because he's already realized there's no one at bottom mid. Meanwhile, though, Pasha, he's already walking into the the B site, takes down Nico. Nex is right there to get back in. Still from the grave, though. Pasha will haunt them further. He'll take Nex another team kill. This time it's Neo onto Snacks. He compensates for it by taking back into Gobby, but is that going to haunt them? Because this could have been a 4-on-2. Instead, it gives only the 1-man advantage, and that's one more chance, one more percentage that Mousesports will have to try and retake this site. Taz locked in on top of the statue, and Dennis could try and slip behind them from Rock right now. Neo's waiting for the drop position, but Dennis has to wait because Chris J's so far away from pushing out on A, as we saw, that by the time he gets there, they've already evaluated the situation. They've already calculated that both Mousesports players are coming in. Another team kill. Chris J.
Good lord.
That was a great shot. I'll give him that. 2 op team kills in 1 round.
I'm done, Matt. I'm done. What is this final? Oh.
Something silly in Ohio. Another round for Virtus Pro, and I'm lost for words.
Nexus is literally typing what I've done as well. He's just Nexus goes, this game, I'm done. I think we all are. I share his sentiments there. 5-1. Oh,
at least
God.
Nico's getting a chuckle about it as well. So
the thing is, Dennis now currently is at a -1 for 6. He was just desperate for a kill in that round. I think Mousesports. That's just horrible. As we go into round number 7 now, Chris J does salvage an AWP. He will have that in his hands. He saved it from last round. The rest of the guys with USPs, Zeus's, Desert Eagles.
Look at
round
this.
you would assume VP are going to be taking.
I think this might just be Mousesports accepting fate if they're going for the Zeus play. We have seen it actually. You want to go back to a week around where it did work. You look at Team Liquid in the qualifier.
That's when
at DreamHack Stockholm.
That was pre-nerf.
Pre-nerf. So it was only $100 then as opposed to $200 now, and it had a $300 kill reward as opposed to nothing now. But it held the angles. They picked up 2 guns from it. Fugly got the second one on ramp. They walked in and they won the round because of it. So it's still there. The potential damage is still there. It's just not as viable anymore with the money in investment. So
well, this round's heating up a little bit now, Matt. It's going to be a 3-on-3. All CT players towards the connector. Bomb will go down. They have got a kill on Chris J, and Snacks is to be waiting there. They gets the double, takes it down. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Next, though, coming to life. Taz is the remaining player for VP here. Bomb planted. Next hasn't got the kit, though. Needs to find his kill very quickly. Maybe able to do it here. Spots Taz. Can he finish off the 1-on-1? He can't. Taz capitalizes, takes him down, and brings it to the 6-1 in favor of VP there. A real chance. Mousesports almost get back into this game there, but just missing out by a couple of bullets. Taz probably a little bit scared in that situation, felt the pressure, but they hold on. And now then, Mousesports will be able to buy into this. Change of pace for them. Going to picking up the double AWP setup this time. It's going to be NiKo and Chris J wielding those. I'd assume Chris J will be going towards A, NiKo towards B. I think that's, yeah, it's going to be the setup coming in. So going to be holding off, probably a little bit more passive here, waiting for VP to execute and then trying to get the kills with those AWP. Behind KFC perhaps. Let's see how this goes down.
I like how you're hooked on the KFC thing now too.
Well, you liked it a lot in Romania, so.
Did I? It's a homage to you. It is, thank you. I'm glad we're on the same page with that one. Next, Godby, Dennis, all very close together right now, holding from the drop position, but Taz is going to go through the window. Snax getting that first kill means Taz has a lot more potential to walk into the site. He's going to take down NiKo as well, and it's 5. Plays on 2, plays on 1, but Chris J, he gets 2 back immediately. The second shot on Neo, rather stylish, unfortunately, however. He still is willing to concede this round, knowing the money situation.
Are Mousesports even on comms together? Like, what is this? Like, they're all just like sitting there, like they're just daydreaming on the site, coming through drop down, and the players aren't even looking at that area. It just seems like an absolute mess right now. That's like, I'm not even sure what to tell you. VP just did a very simple execution on the B side. Snax found the first frag. No one's even looking towards key areas. The map all focused on upper platform, and it's all just shot in the back. Like, not even sure what to tell you, really.
I will say that NiKo is dying of laughter down there, so I think that they are just shocked with their own performance at this point in time as well.
But that's just like, that was just really bad. Like, it's not anything VP did good there. It's just awful. There we go. Chris J survives once more. He gets 2 frags for his troubles. And now Mousesports in a huge deficit. Auto shotguns come out. Max 7s just forcing anything. I think this one may be over, man. It seems like they've kind of given up. Like, I'm not really sure what to tell you right at this stage. But they have got an AWP. If Chris J seems to be hitting some sort of shots. Dennis still on the -1 for 8. It's like he's not even on the server right now.
It is a bit shocking considering Mousesports did play well all tournament to get here. Obviously,
well, they've had a fantastic tournament. Not telling nothing for goodness sake. Like.
Exactly. I mean, Conquest gave them a run, but Conquest gave Virtus Pro a run as well. I mean, there's definitely something bizarre about the results of this tournament. We'll see if Mousesports can get something rolling now because they have to. Down this many rounds already on the CT side, not with guns again here. Pasha able to take down NiKo despite they try and flash him through. And Snax, again, down drop room, no one to hold it, walks through the window. And Godby meets his maker. It's Dennis holding on with the shotgun. At least gets 1 kill on Taz. And Snax is still holding the off angle. They don't even attempt to plant the bomb. They just go hunting for kills, Virtus Pro.
You can hear the crowd, some golf claps in the audience there.
Hiko, are you here?
Trying to cheer
Oh, wait,
on.
no, Hiko went home on Friday.
What's that?
Or Saturday morning, I guess, for Hiko. Sorry.
Oh, are you calling him out?
Yeah, I'm a little bit PM.
Okay, fair enough. Shout out to Hiko. Anyway, we go into round number 10. Another easy run there for VP, just running around finding frags there. Mousesports, maximum loss bonus here, $3,400 coming to their account, so they will be able to get the double AWPs once again. Really do need to come to life now. This game is running away from them tremendously. Let's see if they can find the first frag. This time VP focusing their efforts towards the A-bomb site, particularly long A. There it is, Chris J takes down Neo, gets an opening pick. Gonna give it away position there, rotating towards danger, gets a second as well. Chris J finally doing some serious work here. Will be taken down by Bialy. Dennis replies though, getting the kill onto Snax. Gonna be a 4-on-2 situation. And now then, is this a chance for Mousesports to get another round on the board? Been very quiet this half. Just Bialy and Pasha remaining. They are separated at the moment. Bomb towards long A. Still a minute to play as well.
Welcome to the positive world for Dennis. He hits 1 on the scoreboard with the last 2 kills. Either way, this is a great round. Chris J getting aggressive, taking the initiative. That second shot as well gives them a bit of movement to allow to lock off and get information on Virtus Pro. Bialy, he's limited right now to just the entrance from long. He's going to go with the AWP of Pasha. If they could find 1 kill here, still on the cross, might be able to get toward the site. It's going to be Dennis that plays near the site itself, in behind the hut, but Dennis and Nex are setting up a crossfire with Godby now as well. He comes into the fold playing from the doorway, and already they've taken down Bialy. Pasha, he needs to just bide his time because that's such a spammable position. He at least gets Godby, but Dennis will give Mousesports round number 2.
Yeah, it's Chris J. That's what he needs to do. He's getting aggressive, finding the first frags, taking the game to VP, making things happen. That's what he needs to be doing right now. They're not winning these duels. The synergy's not there on the crossfires. So just having a look at the scoreboard, you can see Snax, one of the best entry fraggers, along with Bialy on the team. He's on 17 frags right now. Just really is just going absolutely ham. So this puts Mousesports in a more precarious situation there. They lose this round, the money bonus is reset. They get back to $1,400. Need to make sure they win this round. If it's going to cost them 2. So here we go, round number 11. VP this time, 5-man stack towards B. Molotov's coming off the upper platform. Should be pushing through momentarily.
And they're relying on Chris J for this anchor on the A site with that information at long to allow 4 defenders to be in the B site. Passively, mind you, NiKo not playing near that platform. And this is exactly the play to counter that. The wall of smokes come in on B. They can walk in, get an early plant. They can't fight back through these smokes. And they've got only one kit, so this becomes problematic because they're going to allow a bomb plant out of this inevitably. And Virtus.pro, not only that, they're going to get all the kills. Pasha now takes down Gobby inside the drop room. And it's chrisJ left in a 1-on-5. Round 11, money bonus is already going to be reset, so he's got to consider if that AWP is worth it. And apparently it's quite valuable.
To be fair, that's such a savage strat from VP. Like that wall of smoke with the players in the form they are right now, there's not really many teams could do to hold that one off. But they had the 4-man stack towards that. They didn't actually find a single kill. mousesports. Like you should be at least finding 1 or 2, making it difficult. That execution coming in fully for VP. Didn't even see him have any pressure whatsoever. Just ran away with that one. And as mentioned before, mousesports now, money has been reset. Going to be another eco for them. You'd assume this is going in 10-2 in favor of VP. He's into round number 12 here. 5 rifles for them. Looks like 4 players heading towards B once more. Going to be Neo holding the flanks, looking towards that aggression. See if we can work out what's going on, but they'll be very aware of the money situation for the CTs. Looking like they're setting up towards B once more. Snax will drop down. The rest of his teammates heading towards upper platform. Should be a frag made from contact any second round.
Pasha, first one to try and get that entry. NiKo stayed quiet in that corner down below. They may overlook him, but they don't. Not to be, or have they? No, he went down. Sorry, my mistake. Nexus still the one to go down after that. Dennis is going to try and do something from this drop position, but chrisJ again last alive. He's going to go for the Zeus kill. He's actually burning 44 HP. And is he at least going to give us something to cheer about? No. Snax gets that one as well. It's now 10-2. I thought NiKo might have been able to do something from that corner position, but he actually got taken on the entry. The second man in spotted him quickly.
So, as mentioned before, mousesports would be on the double eco here traditionally, but they will be force buying into this round. Can't really afford to lose anymore. Auto shotguns, Mag 7s, Desert Eagles, and 1-4 for Nex. An almost impossible situation for them, but let's see what they can do with it. Dennis, auto shotgun, chrisJ as well. Looking at the scoreboard right now, Snax increases his score to 22 for 5. The nearest teammates on 9 frags, so he's just playing like an absolute monster right now. But let's see what we can bring this round. It's going to be another 3-man stack towards B for the German side, but 4 players looking like they're heading towards drop down for VP. Gobby waiting nervously with his Mag 7. Will he be able to do anything with this?
It's pretty desperate at this point, but Gobby's able to get one. They don't land the shot, so he takes down 2 with the Mag 7. Taz gets back into him eventually, but Dennis is there with the second shotgun, and it drops the bomb inside of the drop room. Pasha, great shot to at least get back into Nex. Neo's got Dennis immediately after, so the 4-on-2 comes back to a 2-on-2, and now the AK's in a great position. He's spotting towards chrisJ. He's going to get him as well, and Pasha turns his attention, but Neo's there for the trade. It works out well for Virtus.pro, and it's 11-2. It seems all too familiar, Henry.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening in the mousesports camp today. Like, they just haven't turned up at all. This is just abysmal from them. This whole series, we thought, okay, first map just warming up, a little bit of nerves perhaps, grand final. Second map, okay, we can forgive them for that. Maybe the Mirage weren't really feeling it today, but I just don't know. This is a day and night compared to the mousesports we've seen throughout this tournament. They seem like they found some incredible form, carried over from the major. I've had some very close games there, but this is like watching 2 different tier teams right now. This is just an absolute mess. mousesports, they force buy again. Shotguns, and it just seems like they've given up at this stage now. One more to do, and you're 11-2 down. That's out of trouble. Finding the first frag there is Pasha taking down NiKo. Going to be the 5-on-4 now. Just a scout and 3 shotguns remain. I really wanted this to be a good final. I was dreaming of this match all day. We haven't got the cast at all.
All day.
I wanted this to be...
It's a good final in terms of team kills, because that's our 3rd one now. Taz, actually that's our 4th, excuse me. Taz taking down his teammate there, and now the shotguns, because of that, just annihilate them on the platform.
There we go.
There's still hope, Henry.
Counter-Strike. 4 shotgun kills to finish the round off. There we go. mousesports arriving back onto the scoreboard. 3 rounds for them. The shotguns prevailing as we go into the last round. Number 15, Virtus.pro. Haven't brought out the machine guns just yet. Going to be AWP onto Neo. And mousesports picking up some rifles now. Auto shotgun still going to be on Dennis. The rest of the guys on AK-47s. AWP on chrisJ. He did get some impressive shots in previous rounds. Can he recreate the same magic? There's a must-win round for the German side, you would say, because to help though, a little bit of confusion for NiKo there. Actually picked up the first frag, could have made it 2 there, but Gobby takes him down. 4-on-4 situation, Gobby very level.
He's on 8, so he has to play support at this point to Nex, who needs to find the next shot toward long. The alley that waits, they're going to smoke off as well on that alleyway. They may actually push Taz into that smoke, but Snax is going to cross over onto the site. Taz should do so as well. He shouldn't get overcommitted to this position because he has the bomb. And Neo's a long way away. He and Chris J were having a battle of wits over toward A site about information about the lurk player. Another kill for Taz. It's got B to go down. He's still fighting at Ali. Again, he's got the bomb, so Snax plays forward. He takes 2. Unfortunately does so, because that'll allow him to clean out the round. He gets all 3. Taz was just waiting to make sure it was secure. Either way, we have another 12-3 half, Henry.
Yeah, like I said, it seems like Mousesports kind of gave up towards the end there. The first one was like 8-1. You thought, okay, this isn't the end of the world. We can bounce back from this. They get a couple of buys, one or two rounds there, and then when they started losing again, it seems like they just started buying shotguns every single time, scouts, and kind of got 1 round out of it. But ultimately 12-3. I think we know who the next Season 8 champion of SEVO is going to be, Matt.
I think it's going to be the same people that won Season 7.
Possibly. That's my feelings, my inkling I've got, but
Snax has 164 ADR.
He's just gone nuts. Like, to be fair, like, okay, I sounded like I'm a little bit, like, exasperated with Mousesports here. Obviously, these things happen. You have bad days. You turn up on the server, and when you've got Snax playing that kind of form, there's not really much you can do, but it's just the fundamentals, the way they're approaching the round. Seems like a lack of communication, and I just get the distinct impression they have given up. And in Grand Finals, you never give up. Even when you're like 9-1 down, you still keep fighting all the way to the end.
There's a case in point about a team that was up 2-0 in a best-of-5 and then lost in 5 maps. You were casting that one. It wasn't too long ago. Fnatic and NIP. They were up 2, and Fnatic fought back into it.
Well, that's the thing, but at least those games are very close.
Okay, listen, I'm still just trying to provide an example, Henry.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to build some sort of storyline, some romance here, but it's not going to fool me, man. I can see straight through your lies.
Our bromance is dying.
Yeah, rapidly. This cast might be the one that kills it. But there we go.
Well.
We are going to be entering the second half here. Mousesports entering the T half. They can be very good on this map as well. It's such a shame we see them playing like this at this stage. I'm such a big fan of these guys. I'm like always trying to cheer them on, like one of the most exciting teams and breakout teams of 2015. And to see them go out like this, obviously it's the grand final. We all wanted this game to be magical. It just hasn't been that so far. But here we go, 12-3 in favor of VP. They enter the CT side now. 26 for 7 for Snax. He's going to continue that form, I feel. The thing is as well, Taz, he's only on 4 frags. He hasn't really had any opportunities to get any, but here we go. This pistol means everything to Mousesports. Tournament life on the line.
A championship to grab as well for Virtus Pro. Neo already spotting the players toward that A position. Calls for the rotation early. It's Bialy and Taz that will be the ones to quickly be mobile on toward that A site. And Taz doing initial damage. No one dead yet despite all of the shots fired. Haven't seen any spectacular headshots coming out of these USPs, but now the crossfire is established. Bialy's committed to that drop. That gives Taz the position above him, so there's 2 for 1 in that position, but it's going to be traded, and Nico follows that up. 2 kills for him, make it 3. He turns around and takes down Neo on the site as well. Pasha looking for more, but Chris J is going to hold them out, and surely Mousesports have this round. Snax as sneaky as ever to at least get onto the ramp behind them. It's low HP on Nico, but the bomb, it's not crossed over. Surely will any second. Gabi's going to win the battle regardless.
Yep, really nice play there from Mousesports, making sure they stay as a tight group. The fragging unit going up towards A. Only 2 CTs waiting for them. Got the entry kills there as well, and they capitalized, getting the pistol round on the board. Obviously, we know VP are big fans of force buy on the second round. Like I said before, it's not something I'd normally recommend, but in the current form they're in, why not? They probably know they can get away with it at this stage. You can see Mousesports will be getting 3 rifles, 2 AKs and a Galil, 2 SMGs, 2 point men who can go and act as recon as they make their way through the mid doors here. They'll be staying as a 5-man pack as well. So similar sentiments to the pistol round, going to be going straight up towards mid. Forcing the issue here, there's only going to be 2 CTs waiting for them as well.
So setting up now, Virtus Pro to try and hit back into the A site in a weird way, because Neo's going to try and smoke off for his teammates from long. They've allowed the passage. They've allowed them to get in, but it's going to be a trap. It's going to be a setup from the surroundings. It's going to be Virtus Pro with 2 already, and it might be a 3rd because they don't see Snax when they drop down. But at least Nico managed to pick up Taz in doing so. Chris J found one before that, so we're not done just yet. It's still a 2-on-2, and Neo comes back in. Dennis was waiting for him. Bomb's still down behind the APC. And Snax waiting in the corner of the site, aggressively peeking this as well. May get caught out right now because as he spots one in the connector, there's not a counter peek from Dennis. I thought surely he would try and do so, and Snax just absolutely tears them apart. It's a one-man show right now. That's 32 kills for Snax. And we are 18 rounds in.
If we can say anything about this game, at least Snax has made it an absolute masterclass in Counter-Strike. What a round from him. Really exciting stuff, just showing why he is one of the best players on the VP side right now. 32 frags in 8 after 17 rounds. That's absolutely nuts, man. He's just absolutely carrying these guys over the finish line. Once again, Mousesports winning the pistol, losing the second round, but Snax, like, what more can you say? Like, that's just...
Next highest in the server is Pasha on 13. He's
yeah.
at 32.
This is all about the snack show.
Actually insane.
Actually.
Ridiculous. I mean, the frag distribution between everyone else, all other 9 players, mousesports included, is pretty close, but it's all been snacked. Pasha this time is going to step up to the plate. He gets his 14th kill, but Dennis trades him, and Taz gets back into Gob B. Virtus Pro on 13 rounds, and this time with a man advantage. They'll allow the plant, but it's going to be all on to Dennis. Manages to at least evade danger a little bit longer and get behind that position of the flower. Box gets a headshot as well on Snacks, and then we cocked up, but it still gives Taz the chance to come around from the back of the site, swoop in, take the kill, and get now 14 rounds for Virtus Pro.
Well, they get the bomb down, so that's $800 injected into their bank accounts here. As the defuse comes in, but even with that extra $800, you can see the money is in absolute disarray. They've got about 3K average across the board. With no real choice but to force buy into this one. It's either going to be Galils or Tech9s, as Virtus Pro are in touching distance now of championship points and taking their consecutive title here at the CEVO Finals. You can see the shotguns coming out, the dualies, and the scout for mousesports. You feel like this is coming to the end now. Pip mousesports out of their misery.
Euthanization, if ever there was a time. But it's next now to try and push with Gob B. They're going to go right through the flames. They don't seem to care. That may do damage enough for Snacks to pick up yet another kill. 34 for him. Pasha hits 15. That's the second place man, believe it or not. It's that much of a discrepancy over Snacks' performance, but it is still Dennis, Nico, and Chris J to try and make something out of this round. They push through the smoke. They'll wait toward that platform position, just waiting for that fire to extinguish, so they'll get movement out of this. And Chris J, he needs the space to use this scout right now in this position. Goes for the jump shot towards Statue. Nico, he tries to counter it with the Deagle as well, but Bialy, he hits the shot. Pasha shows up, takes down Dennis. Nico, a great shot to try and do something, but not much he can do in that situation, and that's it. It's going to be tournament point already. 15-4, Henry.
Doesn't really be casting for about half an hour, but there we go. Like you said, it is tournament points. Everything to play for. If mousesports want to do this, they need 11 in a row right now. Only can afford upgraded pistols here, body armor, and some grenades as well. So it all lies in the hands of the Tech9 and the auto sniper coming out of Pasha as well. So this potentially is the last round. Looks like all mousesports will be heading towards the top of middle, looking for swarm that area and see what they can do here. Neo opens it up though. Snacks chimes in as well. It's going to be the 5-on-3. This game is coming to an end, but Dennis has got other ideas here as he takes down Neo. Gives a glimmer of hope into this round at least.
Taz waiting. Patience pays off. He gets at least one kill on Gob B. Tries to switch to the pistol. That doesn't exactly work out for him. Next gets back in, but he's taken now. Or rather, Dennis is at least by Bialy. And he's trapped. He's got the bomb, but he's inside this position. It's over. This is it, surely. And it will be. Snacks. How fitting that he'll get the last kill. 36 total in a 20-round game. And Virtus Pro, they'll be your Season 8 back-to-back now champions of CEVO.
Yeah, what a series it was. VP just ran away with it completely. Unfortunately, mousesports never really showed up on any of the maps. It didn't feel like they actually had a footing or a chance of winning any of those. It was very disappointing in that respect. And after they've had such a successful tournament as well, it seems like they bounced back after the major. We're getting some really big results, beating Navi 2-0, for example, taking down some big scalps here. It was just like, it would seem like their tournament to actually show they can compete on the world stage here. But after that performance, you have to work out. I can't even work out what the problem was there. I can't. Like there's so many fundamental things that went wrong. You can't really pinpoint it down to one particular thing.
I've definitely casted some one-sided games this year. I think that's the first final that's gone that way. And I have to say, on Friday I did a celebratory shot with mousesports for winning a best of 3. I think they need to use a whole bottle this time to drown their sorrows, because that was definitely a tough one to swallow.
So I know it sounded like towards the end there we were having a little bit of fun there, but it's just kind of like when you get those kind of games, it's difficult to kind of bring the hype to it. Like I've been living and breathing Counter-Strike for like the last 12 years or something, and like these grand finals is what I've been thinking about this game all day, like thinking about this is going to be such a fantastic way to finish this tournament off. It's been such a great tournament here, but unfortunately that game was a little bit of a damn square. We weren't able to bring the same levels of excitement and analysis I would have liked to. Obviously in the first game you had like the M249s coming out, shotguns and stuff. It's very difficult for someone like me to actually bring the analysis to that sort of professional level in this kind of game, and it's such a huge one-sided affair.
And of course, I completely agree. And of course, mousesports, again, did play a good tournament, but came out completely flat there. Virtus Pro as well did look fairly solid, and Snacks with that performance, I think, just highlights.
Well, that was the one thing we can take away from that last map. Like 36 frags and 9 deaths. That's insane. 168 ADR. Like, what the hell is that about? That's absolutely nuts.
Plus 27 is normally a number you see in a best of 5 when someone has a really good series.
Yeah, sure.
Or even in a best of 3 when they have a really good series. You very rarely see that in one single game. That's pretty ridiculous from Snacks, I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. But congratulations to VP. Obviously, they're probably not the same levels of hype we'd have here at the grand final, but a very well-played game from them. Let's not take anything away from them. Like, Mousesports didn't really show up, but VP really did. All of their players stepping up across the series, especially Snacks there. Really fantastic from them. Like, if anything, just watching them have a masterclass Mousesports like that, you can only appreciate and look at them and think, wow, they really are a contender for #1 right now.
Absolutely. And Virtus.pro, you've got to actually consider the fact that this is another trophy to add to their cabinet this year. They've won the ESCA first season of Pro League, picked up the tournament in Dubai. I think they've had a few others in there as well.
They won this tournament previous year as well.
Exactly, you're right. That was in the end of July, in fact.
Right.
And then now they pick up this one. So pretty impressive stuff. Taz had the bet at the start of the year. Now, apparently he said that, I forget how the wording went. Thorin thought that he said they would win the most prize money of all teams in 2015, but I think there was actually a mistake on that. Either way, they're putting a case forward with picking up all these smaller tournaments, even if the majors aren't favorable for them lately.
Well, this is still like, it's still a nice chunk of change going in this $100,000 prize pot going forward, so it's still a big tournament on the stage, but I think that's enough from us, Matt. I think we have an interview on the stage. I can't see who Quan is with yet.
I think it's just with, in general, Virtus.pro down there with Helium, so we'll send it over to him.
All right, thank you, guys. I'm here with the newly crowned champions of CEVO MLG Season 8 Pro League Finals. Back-to-back champions, I should add, as you guys also took Season 7 against Na'Vi, who went out early. You guys had a pretty dominant run. How are you and the team feeling right now, Taz?
Super good.
And I should just hand you the trophy as well. So you can take that for me. That's a nice looking one. Give it up for him. All right, and I wanted to ask you, right? In your video, this is the video for Cluj, right? You talk about you lost your hair, but you still think you can dominate. Your best years are going to be ahead of you. And that you wanted some of the golden era 1.6 players, of which there are 3 on your team, 4 if you count your coach. You guys are dominant again. It's come at a slight cost because Godby on the other team, also a veteran. So how are you feeling that the oldest team on average in Counter-Strike is still winning tournaments?
I don't know, man. We are just really good. We have great lineup, and I mean, it feels good to win this event, but still remembering how we performed bad on Major, it is like, you know, a small piece to make us a bit happy, but we still feel disappointed after Major. And so, you know, this team is amazing, so I don't really feel any old or strange. It's not strange for me that we are winning events because this team is just crazy strong.
All right, and Pasha, no one question? Very simple.
But just easy question.
All right, I was gonna say, you transferred off the op, you still use it sometimes, but with the rifle, you've been very dominant recently. Just how do you feel about that?
Sometimes I take a AWP and just try to kill someone.
Well, it's worked out pretty well.
I do the same.
Yeah, did you end up opping? You said you were gonna use it to kill Chris J?
But my team hates me when I pick the ops. So.
All right, and then also Snacks, you had one of the best performances of the tournament. You got a secret. I know you're a hard worker. Sometimes you call on the strats, the IGL for the team, and also fragging really strongly. How are you feeling?
It's okay.
That's all right. We got a modest team over here, guys. So once again,
just one more thing. I would like to congratulate Mousesports for reaching the final, and I want all people to remember that they had to play against us after second semifinal. So they had no break, and they had to play. So still a lot of respect to these guys, and thank you for the game.
All right, one more time, give it up for your champions. And we'll go back to the desk and have them close out the show.
All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Virtus.pro is your Season 8 CEVO Pro League LAN Final champions! Woo! Taz is humble in every interview until they win.
But until inadvertently Helium implied that the in-game leader was Snacks, then all of a sudden he seemed to get a bit animated. What? Don't ever take that away from him. He's the in-game leader.
Okay, incredibly well played by them. No map was close. And again, he makes a really valid point because I had breakfast with those guys the very first day, and we were just discussing.
Okay. And I said, what about
Virtus Pro.
breakfast with Virtus Pro?
And that's good.
Okay.
And we talked about the idea of best of fives, right?
Okay.
And players want the best of fives, but they really want them to be on their own day.
Yeah.
For this exact reason, you know. And I had a conversation with Nathan at the major, and they were in the exact same situation. Really, really tough, grinding semifinal against Na'Vi Waiting, who had an easy semifinal, and he was really nervous about it. Now, that I didn't know it was a best of 3, but same kind of thing. These guys had a grinder, Mouse Sports against Conquest, get a short break to get some food in them. Virtus Pro is able to sit, wait, relax, get ready again.
Sure.
And again, that has the odds to negatively impact you, for sure. Not an excuse, necessarily.
It can go both ways,
Yeah.
though.
Yep. No, he's not muted. Not here.
Holy moly. It's all falling apart, boys.
All falling
it's
apart at
over.
the end. Anyway, so look, as I was saying, it can definitely go both ways, and that is that you can either come in and hey, you're warmed up and your opponent's cold, or you can have had a really grueling game and you can feel slightly exhausted. But what the team owners are doing is they're saying, look, we don't want any more than 2 best of 3s or a best of 3 and a best of 5 in 2016 on the same day. So this is always going to be something you're going to have to do if you're going to the final day of a tournament.
Yeah.
So I'm not inclined to accept any excuses, and I'm sure Mouse Sports wouldn't offer them. I'm sure Mouse Sports wouldn't offer them.
Let's cut through all the niceties and political things and things that you say after you lose and after you win. Virtus Pro would have won this final even if they'd have played the second semi-final. They'd come right in without no warm-up. They would have won anyway. They were the better team.
Sure.
They had the better map pool. They showed us a gradually improving performance throughout the tournament. With that said, what I think Taz is trying to say there is that the sheer scale of the disparity between the two teams was magnified by the fact Mouse Sports came straight in after their top five. They wouldn't have gotten rocked as hard on all these maps. One of them would have been close. Maybe they could have taken a map. That's the sort of grounds we're in. But let's be real. That was one of the most dominant best of fives you will ever see. Because realistically, nearly all the rounds Mouse Sports won were in the meat of the game, were when VP had huge leads and they already were in position to win. And Mouse Sports kind of like put a slightly valiant effort on that was never going to win a map. This is just an absolutely crushing defeat. Yeah. I mean, look, how many rounds did Mouse Sports get total?
20.
So they got 20 rounds over 3 maps. Not even close to winning, unfortunately.
I mean,
it's not that Mouse Sports was bad. VP was just superlative.
So things we've learned about Mouse Sports are that they are back. They are slightly in the ascendancy. They are playing better than they did at the major. So that's good news for them. But I think what we can safely say is that they need to improve their map pool. There's no doubt about that, because you could see even in the veto, they didn't really know where to go. They chanced Mirage. I don't think they'll do that again against Virtus Pro. I think that's a reminder to everybody out there that Virtus Pro still rule that particular roost. And, they obviously need to really start using this Sunrise in form to work on building up that map pool again, getting good on a few key maps so they can roll with the big boys, because those elite level teams, it's not just about the talent on your roster, it's not just about the firepower, it's about the fact that they've got these ridiculously strong map pools. You've seen how Virtus Pro handle their business. We ban out Dust 2, we'll play you on anything else. Anything.
Well, we have the Virtus Pro stats. Let's take a look at their final stats. These are event-wide stats, so let's take a peek at those.
Now, I asked for these specifically for the whole event because I actually think something we should institute for every big event is I want us to have, it's not an official award, just the experts, I think, should come up with who their MVP was.
Okay.
And so one of the reasons I wanted to see this is I knew it was between Pasha and Snacks. They both had very good tournaments. But the problem is Pasha stand out because he would have single maps where he went absolutely crazy and he had 46 kills and he had other ones where he had 30-plus kills. So you see his individual maps, you think, wow, maybe he's the best player in the whole tournament. But I suspected from watching Snacks time and time again near the top of the scoreboard, this guy, the consistency is unreal. Look at that, plus 81 for the tournament, almost 100 ADR. He's almost averaging like a kills with the damage.
168 ADR in that last map.
This is a very, very good performance. So for me, I'm going to make Snacks, who I already thought was the best Virtus Pro player. That's why they've won in such dominant fashion in the final. I think he was the MVP of this tournament, rightfully so. The best player overall, the whole entire tournament, not just a series, not just a map, just the best player in Columbus today, Scott.
All right.
Hey, can't argue with that. I mean, like I say, ridiculous performance to end the tournament on from Snacks individually. It's not just about the kills. It was the fact he just was wrecking people. He's 168 ADR. at the end of a game, of a 20-round match. You know, just ridiculous. So
and probably the surprise here is, okay, Neo contributed a quiet, he never was top in front scoreboards, a quiet little nice plus 29. The surprise was byali didn't have really that great a tournament. He had kind of an okay up and down one. He never really had that many maps until the final, you'll note, where he was getting the good entry fragging. But again, like I said, they know how to peak. It didn't matter that he was having problems early on. They still only lost a map up until the final. And then once they got here, well, you saw what happened. He turned it on, he did his job, and now they won by a dominant score.
Yeah.
And let's take one final look at our prize pool and see how it all broke down, see who's taking home the most money. Obviously, there is our champions, Virtus Pro, taking home another cool 40 grand. Not a bad payday for Mousesports either.
Nope.
Again, made it to a final. Again,
I think that's the most money they've won this year because they haven't made a deep run in any of the majors. So I suspect that's the most they've made this year, 25,000. That's pretty good. That used to be first place in 2014, Scott.
Yeah, and again, I think we would all say the surprise of the tournament, sitting there in 3rd and 4th place, absolutely Conquest.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Conquest are the real sort of heroes of this tournament. You look at some of the names they're above. You can see Na'Vi and Team Liquid. You know, I guess you can go as far as to say they're disgraceful performances to go out in 7th and 8th with all the expectation on Team Liquid, the improvement they've shown. Na'Vi were just in the final of a major. You go out rock bottom. I mean, it's
kind of surprised in the opposite way.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely horrendous. So for Conquest to even finish above those teams when everybody was expecting them to be down there is an achievement. Even if they were 56th, it would be an achievement. But look, they're even above Luminosity, who everybody's been rightly cheering on. You know, they're level with Titan and Conquest. I say they had some amazing series here. It wasn't a fluke. They really, really played very well. Whether they'll ever be able to replicate and do it again remains to be seen. Whether that lineup will stay together remains to be seen. But mad respect to Conquest here.
And kind of in line with what I said about picking the MVP of the tournament, a couple of other performances I want to make a note of. For anyone who didn't watch, maybe they only saw the final. They were what were the good games. Okay, so Dignitas went out 56th. Luminosity, 56. These teams didn't make it that far, but they played a lot of maps, played a lot of series, and coldzera and AZ had excellent performances. If they'd have made the final or the semi-final, they would have been an MVP candidate outright. They could have been the best player of the whole tournament, but obviously Snax played all these maps and then had the crazy like plus 80 or whatever it was. So he's the overall MVP, but those names have to be picked out because it wasn't in any way their fault their teams lost, and they had incredible performances themselves.
All right, gentlemen, final thoughts for the weekend.
Had a great time. It's great to finally do an MLG event. Really enjoyed it. Good, I mean, let's say real good caliber of teams that were here. Complete, constant, surprising results, which seems to be what's happening across the scene right now. And just good to get to do a desk and to meet some of the new American casters, guys that I've never worked with before. So it's just been, you know, really positive, a wonderful way to spend my time.
I've just enjoyed watching Virtus Pro play. I mean, I knew surely it has to be Virtus Pro and Na'Vi. One of them is going to win the event. I didn't know which, but in my mind it was going to be on one of those two. In the end, Virtus Pro comes through, gets better and better as the tournament goes on, show that veteran quality. And like I said, they are the lineup in the history of CSGO that's been together the longest. You think it's NIP, it isn't. Yep. They split up in like, I think it was like, let me think. Would have been just before DreamHack Winter 2014, so maybe like October of 2014. So they only clocked in about 2 years basically. So these guys are already ahead of them, and they're still winning titles now. So that's the crazy part. And when I watch them here, this isn't going to be the last title they'll win. They'll win more titles in the future. So the great thing about VP is, I don't know if they'll ever be the #1 team. I don't know if they'll ever dominate and be like the Fnatic that make the final of every tournament. But when they're on their game, when the right pieces are firing and in right position on the map, they will always be dangerous. And no team wants to play them in a final, and they will win titles.
And just one other quick final thought. Right, so this is totally it. This is totally it. I just want to say, obviously, thanks to the crowd. Yeah, exactly. Thanks to the crowd. There was like obviously 26 guys. Maybe we can get a major here.
Why are you taking my ending?
Well, I didn't know you were going that way. We don't rehearse this stuff.
It's all come apart now, boys. It's all come apart now.
I was the captain. No, we're not going to say
But anyway, yeah, wonderful crowd.
Yeah, wonderful crowd. Again, and awesome being at the desk with you guys again. Obviously, we worked together in major, but really fun as always to be right next to you.
Price, Scoop.
Yeah.
Amy.
Hey, so the Angels were reunited. Hopefully we can do this again a little more. Again, as he said, obviously the folks at home, thanks for tuning in. The fans that showed up here in Columbus are always really, really into this game, so it's nice to see them again. Maybe we can do it in a bigger scale somewhere in North America. On behalf of, obviously, all of us on the talent side of the event, on the production guys, the MLG guys, the CEVO admin guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We hopefully will see you next season, Season 9 finals. Take care.